Hello, collective. Hello, beautiful tribe. How is everyone doing today? Today, I am not using the cards. I have a serious, prolific message to deliver at this time. The downloads and the channels that came to me. I do want to burn an incense. This is dragon's blood. Very good for protection. I do want to call in the Holy Spirit, Mother Divine Father. I want to call in the purest, infinite love source of white light. I want to call in my guardian angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors of pure love and light. I want to call in the holy, divine, most high Christ for protection at this time as I deliver this message. I would suggest, because this is a lot heavier and this is something that really needs to be said. If you're somebody that just wants to do or look at the horoscopes or, things that's of, more light and fluffy type of things, this might not be the channel message for you right now. But I would ask to please stick around, because this, and I hope this video, I would hope that this does not resonate, but this is potential that, because if you are here, it is not a coincidence. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this incense in here. All right, I just have to put it down like that. But if you are here, you're guided here. There is no coincidence at this time. So the channel messages that came down, I am multidimensional. So I am going to get different types of readings and different type of messages that I am connected with. I am grounded through meditation as a vessel. I give so much thanks and praise, but I call in Archangel Michael to protect me at this time and those that are watching this video and those that these prophetic messages are actually happening to. I'm just going to get right to it. This had to do with people preying on children, sex trafficking on children. And this is through the internet. This is a warning to parents. We see the kids playing these video games, and, sometimes we don't know who they are speaking to on the other end of the game. Sometimes you have, this could be an older man or an older woman preying on the child, pretending to be a child on these games. The messages that I was getting, take the time to either watch the game that they're playing or interact with them and play the game with them. With the sex trafficking, this was something, and I know these dark beings don't want me to say this, so I don't know how much frequency this is going to go out, but it needs to go out because everything is energy, so it has nothing to do with the views or with the likes. It is just on the frequency that I'm delivering this message as a vessel, as I surrender, and when I'm guided. If nobody is going to protect children, I'm going to protect children, and that's going to be something that I'm always guided and geared to do. But through the sex trafficking, what I heard was the children's services taking children out of good homes and putting them in these foster care systems, separating them from families, and these kids are being preyed on. Pictures are being taken, pictures are being put up on the dark web. So these children have to be protected. Anyone that is working in the children's services needs to be a whistleblower if they understand and they know that this is going on. Do not be afraid, because if you don't stand up and you don't speak up for the innocent, it is going to haunt you. Okay, that is a strong message. It is going to haunt you. It's going to haunt the ones that's already doing this and hurting the children. They already going to burn in the hell of fire. Okay. I was also hearing boys are being forced into prostitution, and this is through community, fake organizations where they're disguising this as an organization for boys to mentor. They are really making these boys, or even if this is happening to girls, but I was seeing forcing boys into prostitution. They are making these boys very afraid to not tell. Okay, listen, family. Okay, our children, just our children. You have to pick up the signs of your child. Your child is peeing in the bed and never peed in the bed before. Your child has gotten extremely quiet. Your child is no longer having a certain appetite. They are exhibiting personalities that they wasn't before going to this so-called community organization. If you're going to send your kids to some of these things, and I'm not saying that all of these things, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you're sending your kids, do a background check on who these individuals are, because these individuals are saying that they're mentors. Okay, we need to know who these people are. Okay, whew. The children really have to be protected at this time. The other thing that the message that I got was these toxic, demonic mothers. Okay, where these mothers are, whether they have been possessed by a negative energy or there's someone demonic has gotten with this mother, and with this demon, devil energy will hurt this child, will kill this child, and pretend like it was an accident. Okay, so aunts, uncles, family, friends, if you are worried about your sister, about your daughter, about your niece, nephew, about this new person that they're with, and this person just really creeps you out. He came out of nowhere. This man is very suspect. You just don't get good vibes. It's always hard to try to, when somebody got in a relationship, it's always hard to try to tell somebody about something. You know how that gets. The person gets upset, defensive. They don't want to hear it. They think you just don't want to see them with anybody. You may have to go about this another route where you may have to be the one to play investigator, get enough information, and then bring it to this person. Just telling this to this person might not be enough. And actually doing that may make this person think that they can't trust you and be on the side of this demonic man. And I'm also hearing that it's vice versa. It is a demonic woman who is getting with a man that has full custody of his kids. He's a little bit more vulnerable because he is looking for that feminine energy to come in and help him assist with those children. Also, what I was seeing was children that are either like special needs or ADHD or disabled. Okay, there's men preying on single mothers that are in this situation, whether they have met at work or have met in some sort of setting that they picked up that this woman is in need of a partner, somebody that feels alone. You have to understand how predators work. They know a particular type. They study it. They may be watching you. They are following you. If you have social media, if they are friending you on social media and you're able to just voice yourself to them, feel like somebody cares about you, somebody cares about your child. This person is waiting for that in because they know that you are getting certain benefits for this child. They are also, if they are already in the home, they have mistreated this child. And if this child is of a disability where they cannot express to you that this is happening, this is where my heart really, when I was seeing that and that energy was coming in, really just got my chest really, really, really tight. That I understand, as men, as women, we are looking for love. But when we have children, the children must come first. That must be your first priority, especially when these kids cannot fend for their self. If they're too young to speak up for themselves, you really have to, not saying you don't deserve a partner, not saying you don't deserve love, but you really have to. I think society is not really encouraging. And you know what? It shouldn't even be society. Your intuition, you're not following something that's telling you that something is off about this person. Somebody that wants to move in so fast. Somebody that's just doing, and it's not even about not trusting a good person, because there are good people out there. But what we have to understand, everybody is not good like you or I. Everybody is not just coming in to be a helping, supportive factor. Some so-called angels are coming in as demons to get what they can get and take what they can take. But these are individuals on these different levels that I've seen that are preying on children. So depending on how vulnerable you are, is making you a prey, as well as how vulnerable your child is. Whether that child is too young to be able to fend or speak up for themselves, but you will tell by personality traits. The disabled children, it would be a lot harder, but you know your child. This is the child that you carried for however months you carried this child. This is your child. This is a child that is a part of you. Okay, so you really have to tap into that. It really is a time. Prayers is wonderful, but prayers without works is dead. So if you are allowing people in your life, and even if this is people you've known all your life, there is a certain behavior that this person is showing you that you're not comfortable with. Stop ignoring or feeling bad because you want to question somebody, or you want to know what their intentions are. Ask somebody what their intentions are, especially when you're meeting somebody new, to prevent something undoable, unchangeable to happen to your children. I had to write these down because so many were coming in, and I know when I do these, I talk very, very fast. There's also that I was seeing happening a lot is women trying, and this is not nothing new, but somebody needs to know. Somebody that you're with is trying to trap you as a father, or vice versa. He is trying to trap you to be with you, to control you, and to do this would be for you to be the mother of his children. Okay. There's also toxic, distorted feminines who are accusing men of a crime that they have not done. Okay, this is a lot of what's happening is a lot of divine masculines are waking up to their divinity. They're waking up to their God self. They're waking up to loving themselves and their self-worth. And they're understanding that they don't have to no longer settle. These karmics that they are with will do anything to stop them from being with somebody else if that means locking them up. Okay? It's real serious. So if you are somebody, or you know somebody, your brother, your cousin, whoever, that this is confirmation, and you like, see, I told you I didn't really like her. I didn't really trust her or him. But if you're dealing with any kind of activity that is potentially criminal, you might want to clean that up right now. And I'm hearing there are a lot of divine masculines who are cleaning up a lot of things that they have been doing, and things that they have been doing in the past. So that's a beautiful thing. But the other thing is, if they are into criminal activity, here is another warning that I was hearing is the FBI is watching you. You are already on their radar. Also, to those women who are dealing with men in those situations, and you know what's going on in your home, and you have children. I'm not even going to sit here and judge you and say shame on you, But before they kick your door down, just know that they are going to take your children. And you are not going to know what's going to happen to your children when they are in the foster care system. So you might want to reevaluate, what do you think your life is worth? Is this lifestyle worth it? Is he worth it? That you are willing to overlook all of that to be with this man or to be with this woman. We can switch the roles here. It's not one-sided. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. Also, false reports on child neglect and child abuse. They are two different things. Okay. Now, if these are ex-girlfriends or baby mamas, a new relationship, and somebody is calling children's services to say that you are not neglecting your children, this is very, very toxic, bitter energy. Also seeing there are toxic females that will slash your tires, bust your tires, destroy your stuff, because you are no longer wanting to deal with any shiesty, snake, bitter, deceitful energy that you have been dealing with. You are trying to rise up out of that. And unfortunately, when that happens, here goes the devil to try to tell you, no, you don't. But you're going to rise up above this. You're going to get through this. It's about taking action, and it's about being aware and following your intuition and not ignoring the red flags. There was also, watch out for new people, especially during this time, that's trying to befriend you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people trying to be nice and people trying to be friendly, but we are adults. We know when someone is just, they got way too many questions, or you have those individuals who's bringing information to you that you just don't need. It has nothing to do with you. It's like, why are you telling me that? This individual is doing that because they're trying to use you as a third party to get a reaction out of you, to see what you're going to say. Okay. So beware of that. And also back to the distorted feminines, with to the men, to the divine masculine, whether you are healed, whether you are in your divinity or not, or you're on your way. If you are on probation, there's blackmail, or these females are threatening. If you leave, they're going to call your probation officer, XYZ, and tell this information. Again, the best thing that you could do is action. Clean your situation up all the way. Cross your T's and dot your I's. The higher the frequency that you are in, these dark beings, whether they are possessing them or whether this is part of their DNA. Anyway, this is a karmic. This is, the cycles are closing out, but it's right at that point where it's trying to really bring you back to an energy that you just not no more. If you were somebody that always fought, you are just not in that energy of fighting no more. You know how to use the Lord. You know how to use your intelligence. You know how to not react to things that's trying to get you to react to things. And a lot of these immature women, and some of them are young, because some of these men have dealt with women, and I'm not saying they've dealt with women that's under the legal age, which some of that is the case, and that's going to be exposed. There will be men that is on the sex registry. It was consensual, but she lied about her age. She looks older than her age, and she has reported that this man has taken advantage of her because he no longer wants to be with her, or she's threatening this. Get you an attorney now. Get a legal team behind you now. And if you are somebody that's on the sex registry and this was not the case, and you're meeting somebody new, the best thing you could do is be 100% honest about this situation right now, okay? But again, mothers, please Look that up. Look up to see if they are on the sex register, okay? Because these children are being preyed on at a high scale, and it's up to us to protect them, all right? Continue to be prayed up. Continue to be in your highest frequency of unconditional love without fear. This message had to be delivered at this time. Guys, I will see you on the next video. Please just be aware. And if nothing else, children are your number one priority. Protect other people's children, okay? Guys, until next time, take care. Love you.